It's your girl Abigail coming to you with a new one. Oh, the devil is busy. It is busy. Yesterday, Cassie took the stage. She- And did she tell her testimony go Cinderella? No matter what you might think about Cassie, she's telling the truth. And my energy, my prayers is for you and your family. May this enlighten some of the youth. This the youth that's going around. But first, I want to know where you're coming from. Put your city in the chat for me. This is your girl from Chi-Town, uh, the Windy City, checking in. And I want to give my spiritual thoughts to what I see going on. Back in the day, my mama used to say the world was coming to the end. And as a little kid, you was like, you looking around, I thought my mama was talking crazy. But she must have had that spiritual eye, and now I have that spiritual eye. And I'm telling you, it seems like the world is coming to an end. Babylon, the Caesar Palace has fallen. Let it all crumble down. That's where I'm at. All these powers to be using and abusing our and pushing this death on our children. Let it all fall. Yeah. So Cassie got on stage yesterday and she talked about how she met Diddy. She met Diddy, the Dark Shadow. The Diddler, the Dark Shadow at 19, and infatuated Amber with what was coming her way. He introduced her to the freak offs after 1 year. That tape that was we seen a little snippet of. They showed the whole thing in the court yesterday, and they have him on just that because he stopped her from leaving that hotel. He forced her into those freakouts. That shows that she was trying to leave and he brought her back. I feel sorry for her. I shouldn't feel sorry. Yeah, I do feel sorry. I do feel sorry for Cassie. I feel sorry for any victim that's out there, going through this violence. But he took it to another level. She got up there and she talked about how uh, after the first one she agreed to him because she loved him. Love will make you do some crazy things, but after a while, she didn't like it. And when she described up there, she said that he would have her to uh he taught her how to uh got the guys, and so he wouldn't get caught up. I guess that's from his technical uh, form of when part of him being an informant. If you're an informant out there, you selling out your culture. All the informants was Afro American, which is a misnomer, and we need to get that black off our name. That's the spell that's we're up under. Get that damn blackness off our name. They talking about 2030. By 2030, I declare and decree that blackness get up off our name. Although Negro is on my birth certificate, but I digress. That's on another level. You know, call me what you want, but it's what I respond to. But anywho, she talked about how um, she described how when the man's that would come and him, the sex worker, would urinate. Yeah. And she also described that uh, she had this was required 4 days a week. with no protection, putting her at risk of all types of diseases. The 304 sexy red syndrome that they push the narrative on our culture. Oh, go out there and be uh slut yourself. Yeah, slut yourself out. When I heard of that, and that's before I got on here, I was upset. I had to talk to my grandbaby is 20. Beautiful as she is. I'm so glad her daddy got her so grounded. But back to Cassie, back to Cassie. She described how they would do this to her and other things that on other encounters, how the guy would put on the outside of her, and then in turn he'll call her in the room to take the man's batter and rub it against him, which is another ritual. This is some demonic shit that's going on. This is what our rappers, hip hop has brought us down. I'm just saying, y'all have demasculated the women and men. I mean, y'all all over the goddamn place. The OG is trying to pop out, but I'm trying to keep it classic. But anywho, we gotta get together. Tory Lane is in the news. He got hurt. Shout out to Tory Lane in prison. Another thing, criminal complex system is broken down. It's broken. It's broken. And y'all don't, my black mans don't realize the stigma that comes behind that. They want you in these prisons to do whatever y'all do, because I ain't never been to prison. Uh, don't want to go. But I can just imagine, yeah, what goes there. And I would like to talk to some of the prison mans out there because um, I do have another theory because once the back door has been broken, spirits go all over the place, and you're no longer the same. You're no longer the same. Not to judge people. I'm not here to judge. Do you? Uh, yeah, it's just not for me. But yeah, they promoting this homosexuality. I'm not trying to knock it. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. They just want to be married, be happy in a safer environment. You know, God didn't mean for this to happen. And if y'all think for 1 minute that you're not being judged, that there is a higher purpose, and that He's watching you. Our kids today, they don't fear God. They, they don't fear Him. Where that went wrong, I don't know. Was it the coca that our government put on us 30 years ago, put in our neighborhoods? Uh, just all of a sudden, just placed in our environment to fight a war, and then his wife say, just say no. That was put on us. If y'all know who I'm talking about, put it in the chat. Yeah. Uh, Snowfall. Go check Snowfall out. I love that. Yeah, that's where I learned that from. And it's a true story. Yeah, shout outs to him. But anyway, um, Tory Lane hurt in the prison system. His father brought out a powerful statement today. Shout out to his father, praying for Tory Lane. And I even seen his Instagram when he was trying to tell, they told him to be quiet, and then so-called Hollywood uh, threw out that narrative, and we fell for it. Another man going to prison could have lost his life until stood up and took accountability and said that ain't how it happened. What a travesty it would have been. And then he realizing that his trial, his lawyer was compromised and had ties to Jay-Z. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's a dark cloud over Hollywood. I want you to purge them out, Father. Purge them out. Knock down Babylon and let's start anew. They say this is the golden, President Trump, you say this is the golden era, and it is. Not only for you, but for me too. It's time for us to wake up and build up a higher consciousness of what's going on around us. See through the cracks. Because the same people that make your music, they own the jails. A jail cell is just a revolving door, keeping us from family, unity. We do need mothers and fathers in the household to raise your children. Yeah. And don't think for 1 minute that a woman don't need a man. Yes, we do. But you know you got to come correct, especially with a black strong woman. But where all the men that down with the jail and hell shit, they fucked up. If they ain't fucked up, mentally, probably physically. This shit is bananas. Um, Harley, calm down. Oh, geez, study trying to calm, but I'm trying to keep it godly. I'm trying to keep it godly. But get back to Cassie, my Cinderella. Shout outs to you. And that baby you got in your womb, you have broke the curse. Yes, yes, yes. And you should put it around justice. Make the baby name around justice. Yeah. But neither here nor there. You handled yourself real good. You painted a picture to them jurors that I heard that the juror was totally disgusted, and I am disgusted too. Not just I'm disgusted at what this young lady had to do. I couldn't imagine my granddaughter going through that. I got a 21-year-old granddaughter. It might not look like it, but I do. But unacceptable, unimaginable torture that this man put her through. Said she had sores all in her. UTI. Even when she was on the monthly. He got off saying the splatter. Miss Janice, what did you create? You can't tell me you didn't know. You birthed that. That shit is bananas. I got 3 boys. I would have went fucking hell. That one of my son's girlfriend come and tell me he putting paws? Oh no. Even in my weakest stage coming up, I didn't play that bull. You keep your hand. Love ain't don't hurt. Love don't hurt women. I'll say it again, love don't hurt. And it takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make a thing go right. Oh, but I digress. But yeah, I'm they keeping us divided. Part in history, they liberated women. They took off their bra. Then we couldn't have men in the house to get government assistance. Then the development group with the Black Panthers to keep them off of us. I couldn't believe when I got to adulthood and I watched the movies about the Black Panthers how their rights had been violated. These was a group of militant people that believe an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You say, yo, over there, we got this. He went into the when the gangs, the movie Colors came out. This came out, and that shows compulsory. We seeing a gang forming. So we form a gang. No. Just put down them goddamn flags. Put down them goddamn colors. What's going on here? We killing each other. Ain't no harmony. We need unity. And I think that's another reason why Hoover's still up. Shout outs to Hoover. And did a paper on him in college too. And I still don't understand why that man is still up in that shit. All this time. They was afraid of Hoover. Growth and development. That he would lift his people. Every time we get somebody that's gonna uplift us, or they know who they are, the government is taking them out. I digress. God knows all. This might not even go out. I don't know. But I'm just saying how I feel right now. I'm just saying how I feel. When you have to get tired of being sick and tired. I'm not a violent person. I just want what's right. Yeah, it's a right and a wrong for me. Yeah. And we need each other to come together. We so behind. We gotta each one teach one. Yeah, we better than this. Y'all don't know y'all power. You're the chosen ones. It seemed like you remember. Seemed like I had to kick me sign for a long time. You know when you was in school, they put the kick me sign on your back. And that's probably why I don't want nobody to put their damn feet on me now. Don't you put your damn feet on me. Y'all have kicked us in the back for a long time. And still kicking. But people is waking up. Oh, yeah. I want y'all to, Dan Calloway, he's not promoting me on this. We already did this to this land. We don't know who we are. So you have to know who you are to know where you're going. So I support this brother here. Uh, Very simple. Talk to your elders of your family. You know, we wasn't no goddamn slaves. Uh, wasn't no slave ships. Wasn't no Harriet. Wasn't no Nat Turner. This that's the end. And Trump, they said 2030, we want that blackness off us. Out of your spell. We want to wake up. You're not black. That's the color. They don't see you. That's darkness. Yeah. But anyway, support this brother and his channel, Dane Calloway and his wife. I forgot his wife last time. It takes two. Shout out to them. It takes two. And then they try to sell him out too. They try to make him go against his people, but he refused to sell out. He talks about that. He gives us our history. Support this brother. Find out who you are so you can know where you're going. Yeah. But yeah, love it. But I knew the importance. I wanted a mother and father. Yeah. And I found that. Yeah, he was a great father. Yes. Bless his heart. He has transitioned, but he's still with me. Yeah. We gotta get tap into who we are. Tap into our spirit. I think that's what's got us in trouble in the first place is our heart. We got some big hearts. We gotta stop killing each other. They making money off us left and right. We are the creators. But anywho, back to Cassie. Um, they described she's she kept. I heard she kept her composure. She said that her and the trainer had developed a relationship. He probably seen the bruises on her body while he was training her, and she said that she did ask her to go out the dark shadow. Uh, Although her and the trainer wasn't married, but that was her boyfriend. But she went out with Diddy uh, one more time. After all that she put him through, she said she went through it because of love. Love don't hurt, ladies. That's what I had to tell my. That's how I got out. Let me give you a little snippet of how I got out. Yeah, my soulmate, my friend. Yeah. If he didn't do nothing else, he loved me. But we was young. But I'm telling him, he working his 8, I'm working my 8. Two things to make the thing go right. But he had his little things. Um, one, and I had to tell him, love don't hurt. And then I'm a boy. If you come at me, I'm fighting back. You you get in my space, you get this. But anyway, that's how I kept him up off of me. But when I seen that what I couldn't put up with, I was throwing shit out the window to get away. That he went to work 5 o'clock in the morning. When he came home, wasn't shit in that house. Yeah, that would snap mine's back. Uh, I wasn't finna put up with it. I knew that he loved me, just that fighting. We can talk, don't fight me. But yeah, and to prove that a man will only do what you allow, he kept his hands off of me. 30 plus years we was together. Divorced him in a year, well, yeah, about a year before he passed. Still in the divorce, he came back. I let him stay here, even though he was downstairs and I'm upstairs. He's my friend. It's okay to be in love, but everybody's journey is not the same. And if it's not right, I didn't want to miserable. I didn't want to be miserable no more. You gotta have your breaking point. I'm trying to go to school. I'm trying to help him. We kind of separate, but in the end, we're interconnected. The day before he passed, I goes to the hospital. Well, starting out Thanksgiving, I had convinced him to wear his child because what I say, if I said the sky was red, he'll say it's blue. But yeah, I had to call his son to tell him that I'm worried about your father and to convince him because he was sleeping. Uh, every morning he'd drink his coffee. That morning he asked me to fix his coffee. And I say, you telling me you can't fix yourself a cup of coffee? It just was out of the norm. It's not the point that I wouldn't fix him a cup of coffee. It's just the fact that I picked up on his energy. Even though um, I divorced him, the love was still there and we still was friends. He even told me at the end, he said, I'm fast forward. He told me at the end, I went to the hospital. He said, Arlene, I died last night. I said, let me wash your mouth. Because it had stuff on there because the night before they had took him to an operation. Something about, he suffered from prostate. Uh, so he tells me, he said, Arlene, I died last night. I said, I said, what did it look like? He's like, I can't explain it, but I died last night. And he told me how he wanted his funeral. He's like, I won't sing it because I like the way y'all do it. And he told me some other things. And I should have asked him. He said that they coming to get me the next day. I should have asked him who. Whatever I would regret asking him who was coming to get him. That goes to show you that life is too short. Yeah, but he told me that I shouldn't say this, but the devil is a lie. And he might be right. He said, no one will never love like I do. And he loved me. I took him through something. He took me through something. But that's all a part of life. But at the end, it was love. And I would always love him. He was my heart. Through all the ups and downs. Yeah. But there wasn't nothing on the level of Cassie, back to Cassie. But anywho, um, he's the dark shadow. Yeah. That dark cloud that I seen over that young man. Cassie deserved every dime. Every dime. They say 20 million. So she got that 20 mil. Shout outs to Cassie. And say the arty guy that got millions from Diddy. That I thought they said he was dead, and then he all of a sudden reappeared. Cause I know I heard that somewhere that he was dead. The government kept him. Yeah, probably to build this case now. But anywho, I digress. But he's gonna come on stage. But what else talking? But anywho, I forgot where I was going with that. But Cassie, shout out to you, my sister. Um, they say that she had to do these things 4 days a week, even when she was in pain down there, even with sores in her mouth. What kind of mother was Janice? That's what my spirit say. Where did he learn that from? That's that criminal minds. That's that profiling I'm channeling into. I know about it, but I'm not gonna say because I ain't got time for no cease and desist. I ain't finna do that with y'all. I'm just gonna come on this YouTube and say what the heck I got to say. Whether it's spiritual and I'm a little ghetto now, and I am ghetto. No, I'm not ghetto. I'm gonna have a many tricks. I am a mother. I am a grandmother. I am a sister. I am a auntie. I am a lady. But I digress. Well, life is what you make it, people. You only live once. I'm glad at 16 I had the presence of mind to tell my boys that I'm your gang. I wonder where that came from. And back in the day, I can remember this disciples, because I was like, because it was a unity. Uh, the disciples over there, we weren't fighting. We weren't shooting each other. We was making sure that the ops on the other side, wherever they represent, don't come over and invade our territory. But it wasn't nothing like this. Yeah. But I ain't never got jumped in. I ain't never called myself representative. That's where I live. I was playing softball, and then even then we would play softball winter. We had football in the winter time. That was still a unity. Is stop believing pushing P. Everything you hear that they're putting on you, pushing P, drugs, all, stop believing everything you see and hear. That's how you invite things in your spirit, in your ears. I have to be careful about who is in my space and who in my ears. We gotta get this thing right, and we're gonna get it right. I believe it. But well, everything that's going on, I still haven't told y'all about the story when I was 2 years old, when I bit an extension cord. But anywho, and I will get to that. We got a God, and He's watching me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go there now. I'm gonna go there now. When I was 2.5 years old, I bit an extension cord. My father and took me and my brothers from Chicago to Mississippi. So while there, he left me with my uncle Rabbit. Bless his heart. He's gone now. Um, he left us there, and he and his girlfriend. So he had me, my sisters. We 9 months apart. Uh, yeah. And sometimes I'm 58 and 58 with my brother, and so every year she had a baby. My mama was young, 14 when she had me, 5 straight. Less than, yeah, but that's that time back then. But anyway, back to the story. So my Uncle Rabbit is in the living room on his bed making out. Cause as soon as you come in the door, you see a bed. This is back in the 60s. So he got us in the back room, me and my sister and my brother, in the hot room. While he in the front making out. I'm in the kid's mind. I'm 2.5 years old, but I know what's going on. It's hot back there, and I came asking him for something or something to eat or whatever. He ignored me 2 times, but on that third time, It must have been hot because the fan was right there, and him and his lady was on his bed, and I picked up that cord and I bit into it. He told me he laid me on the bed because he didn't know what to do. Back when I was like 11 and 12 years old. Yeah. No, not 11, 12, about 8 or 9. He was like, you crazy, Moose, you crazy. They used to call me Moose. Moose Sherlock. Moose Sherlock was a old wrestler back in the day. Never been a coward, but anywho. So I bit into this court. First thing, where in the sky. I know I was in the clouds. First thing I hear, I see a king's chair. I see a king's chair. So serene, uh, to my left side was this woman I assume was Mary. She's had me in her arms say, can we keep her? I can feel her rocking me. Is it her time? And the first thing I heard this voice say, I love the way you pray. Because it's been instilled in me, laid me down and sleep. I pray to the Lord, my soul will keep you. If I should die before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul will take. Amen. So he said, I love the way you pray to me. And I just heard the voice, but I seen nothing but the king's chair. Then I hear, and she said, can we keep her? And he said, is it her time? So to the right of me was this big old book, the biggest book I ever seen in my life. Like, Peter is be at the book of life. He's at the book of life. Uh, I ain't read my Bible. I don't read it a few times, but whoever in charge of that big book of life, he's like, it ain't her time. And a little bit beyond the book of life, I seen the gates, golden gates. So then he say, come and look over the clouds. And when I looked over them clouds, I seen flash. He showed me before I was born and after. First flash was my mama. She would be crying and how she was feeling that I wasn't here on this earth. Then I seen the bombing of the 4 girls in that church house. Then I seen the famous water scene that the police hosing down our people. Then I seen Marilyn Monroe. Don't hold this against me. This is what I seen. Don't come at me. This is what I seen. 2 years old, 2.5 years old. I'm in the clouds. I'm looking down. Marilyn Monroe was laying in this bed. A man and a woman was there with her. Marilyn laying down, and the man is forcing this woman to do something. And all I can remember saying, and then the last one was this big mushroom cloud. So that tells me life is a choice. I told him I wanted to go back because I can remember I didn't want my mother to cry. Although up there was so serene. Yeah, you couldn't hear noise. But I just knew it was a beautiful place to be. So then, after I told him I wanted to go back to my mom, I went to the smoke-filled room. To the side, I guess was the wise man. And I seen the light. And I went toward that light. And then when I went past that light, I was in grass. The grass was tall. And as I went in that grass, I came back to my body. My uncle told me that I was out about 45 minutes. He was just scared that he just knew that my dad was going to kill his ass. That was my dad's brother. He was just hoping that I was alive. And then he just called me crazy. Moose, you crazy. But that's my story. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this live here. Today is my girlfriend's birthday, but I am coming back. This was what was on my heart. I hope this video go through. I hope this is me in the flesh. This is your girl Abigail. Oh man, praying. Shout out to Tory Lane father. Now Chris Brown, Smokey Robinson, Angie Stone, Prince, Michael Jackson. Sugar Night Call. Now I said this, and now I told you who on this earth. All things is going to be revealed. Tupac been gone 30 years. Some people say he lied, some people, and Biggie. This shows the flaw in our system. It shows the flaw in getting insurance on a person and benefiting. I call them death contracts. We need to wake up. Just like my spirit told me when I was in New York, 2023. And I'm going to tell you that story too, exactly when he said, awaken and say, you probably don't even remember your name. But I already knew Abigail. I had to look it up. It means Father. And I pledge. So I am pledging to uplift my people. Bring them out of bondage. Your bondage in your mind. You got greatness in you. You have to know where you're going to know where you came from to know where you're going. We were kings and queens. You can't tell me I wasn't a queen. My spirit tells me that. But until then, I be blessed. Love you so much. Stay prayed up and stay blessed in all you do. This is your girl Abigail. Leave me a comment in the chat. Like, comment, and subscribe. And share my video. This is the time. Republican. Oh, this is my last name. Republic. What does mean? Can be readjust, redo, restore, reclaim, and we are the public. So shout outs to Trump. I'm praying for that man because he know who we are. He's the only president that hasn't been groomed and trained to be in his position. Don't believe all the hype. Even though I'm not public, let me put that out there. I am not public or Democratic. Malcolm X tried to tell you don't trust them Dixies. Uh, their agenda is not perfect. They promoted a lot of what I see. Yeah. But anywho, this your girl Abigail. Shout out to my girl Annette. Happy birthday. I ain't got many friends. I've been alone all my life. And I'm going to tell you about my beginnings. I fear no man but God. That's my father. But anywho, shout out to my girlfriend. We're going to have dinner. Yeah. So this is your girl Abigail. Until next time, stay blessed.